Hey guys, it's your average mid. I'm coming on to talk about the mid crisis that girls are facing. You know, everyone is freaking out that someone's being called mid, and she's like, "Nah, you're midder than I am. Can you believe this mid just called me mid?" It's like a really pathetic phenomenon that we're seeing right now. And the reason for this is because the women are just vacant of any wholesome trait, any value that would make them interesting to a man. So they just stack all of their substance onto being a pretty shell. And so when they realize that guys don't value an evil, pretty box, then they freak out and saying, no, I am valuable. Look how pretty I am. But lady, you're not even pretty. You're ugly. If you were pretty, then you wouldn't be wearing makeup. Then you wouldn't be wearing filters. You're just plain. We're all plain. Just deal with it. Just get over yourself. Like, maybe there's someone who's like a little plain plus or a little plain minus, but like, you're plain. All this fake up, that's not what you really look like. And, you know, if a guy like put an inflatable suit on, an inflatable muscle suit out and went out and painted a beard on him, you'd be like, don't I look good? Then you'd come home and deflate it. You'd be like, oh, that's what you look like. And this is what you do. Girls do. You're like scam artists, you know? You bait and switch the guy. You lure him in with this fake up, and then you act a certain way and you move in together, and then he never sees you like that ever again. You're not good helpmates. You don't help him with his interests, with his hobbies, because if he actually pursued his interests and hobbies, that means he would work less and be a worse slave. So you're not even a supportive woman. You're not even helpful around the house. You ladies don't know how to cook. You don't even rear his children. You send them off to the state to raise them. You're not even a good flirt. Like, you ladies don't even know how to be flirtatious with the man. You're just like, oh, hi, here I am. Like, you offer so little. You realize how uplifting it would mean to a guy just to be flirted with? You ladies don't even feel the need to do it. He's like, I'm just merely in his presence. Isn't that enough? No, it's not enough. Like, you're just awful. I can't stand being around you women. I don't even know how men do it. Like, you're totally useless, and you think the only value you bring is your looks. These girls around the whatever table will be like, I'm a 10, you know, they're totally obese. I'm a 10, and then the guys ask, what makes you think you're a 10? And she's just like, I value myself. And then a girl will say, well, you know, I'm a 5. And they're like, don't say that, girl. Just say you're a 10 because you value yourself. Like, lady, my looks don't dictate my value. And then, in the same breath, you ladies will be like, he just sees me as a sex object. Men just see us as an object. They just see us as something nice to look at. That's what you're making yourself. That's all you offer is like a nice little statue in the corner. Be like, oh, isn't that nice? I bought that last week. Moving on. That is all you offer. And then they're like, why won't guys see us as a person? It's because you're empty. It's because your heart is black. There's nothing inside of you. That's your fault. That's on you, lady, okay? My value is being a pleasant person to be around, putting stuff in my brain, learning things of interest like history or politics or anything. Learn anything other than how to put your eyeliner on. My value is dictated by how supportive I am, how empathetic I am, whether I take interest in people's words that are coming out of their mouth and not just thinking, when am I going to talk next about myself? Like, so all of these girls have just stacked their value, that their entire foundation of what makes them a person is based on how they look. And then they're told, you don't even look that good. And they're like, no, I'm melting. Like, I can't believe you said that to me. Like, my entire identity as a person is about my suitcase. It's like, there's nothing inside the suitcase, lady. The way you look without makeup is the type of guy you deserve. You think that, like, oh, now that I've kicked on all of these layers of shit on my face, I deserve a top tier guy. Like, that's not what you look like. You look like a plain Jane, because that's what you are. And plain Janes get average guys, and even the better looking plain Janes, they only get a slightly better guy. You deserve the type of guy that you look like without makeup. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, damn, I'm average, That's the type of person that's in your range, that's in your realm, that's in your league, okay? Average. You're average. I know, woman's worst fear. You're average. Oh, I just woke up from a horrible nightmare. I heard that I'm average. Now my heart. You're average. You're average. Actually become a wife worthy. Become somebody worthy of maintaining a husband. And, Joel and I would go to the pizza place, and there's this one girl, and she has fake blonde hair, and she has fake nails, and she's stereotypical pretty, and she's a total bitch. She doesn't smile, she doesn't greet you, she's just a wench. And then this other very plain, normal-looking girl, she's like, hi, how's it going? Like, she's a pleasant person to be around. Have you ever occurred to you that you actually have to be a person who's pleasant to be around? Now, if somebody told me I'm mid, I'd be like, cool, whatever, get over it. Like, I don't care. I know I'm mid. You're just as mid, honey. You're plain. You're plain. Men don't need to put on makeup. Men don't need to freaking dress like a freaking meat market in order to try and lure someone in. If you feel the need to send a selfie to prove how good looking you are, and therefore good person you are, to prove someone that you still got it, just stop yourself and call this number on the screen. Just kidding. We really need to make like a hotline of I'm about to send a selfie to prove my worth. Hotline. You've already lost. You've lost. There is literally nothing inside of you. You are just a hollow shell. You're just an empty vessel. And those don't go anywhere in life. Guys want a companion. They want a supporter. They want secretary. They want somebody that'll uplift them. You are a taker. You take. And that's all that says when you feel the need to take a selfie. You take his money, you take his children, you take his energy. So it's really embarrassing for me as a woman to say, gosh, these are like my colleagues in the gender that you guys are representing. Do you realize how embarrassing that is? It's freaking shameful. And nobody's putting you in your place. Like, stop wearing makeup. Stop wearing makeup. If you looked good, you wouldn't have to wear makeup. If you looked good, you wouldn't wear filters. Okay? So just, you're mid, and get over it.